drifting through the night. We stay strong, no need to worry. We stay strong and embrace the journey. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Sunset whispers in Havana breeze. Hearts beat steady with the ocean's tease. No borders hold us. We break away. One world, one love, one open bay. Every wave writes a line in our story. Every port holds a little bit of glory. We're not lost. We're free and alive. Sailing on purpose, not just to survive. Warm, strong adventures, feel the flame. Different shores, but the soul stays the same. We stay strong, no need to worry. We stay strong and embrace the journey. Ooh, stay strong and embrace the journey. Let the sea be your guide. Let your heart be the map. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Warm, strong adventures. The rhythm never
It would help if I undid the microphone. That would help. Unmuted microphone. You guys coming in here, I appreciate it. All 27 of you in here, I appreciate it early. We're going to be, what you saw when it first came on, start that over with that mistake. It's going to be a topic we're going to talk about. It's going to be, that was my win-loss statement for Royal Caribbean for 2025. And I'm going to talk about that, how gambling makes cruising affordable. That's not really what the topic is today. The topic today is going to be, is cruising still that cost-saving vacation for a family? Is it still a better value than all-inclusives? And you guys know how much I love cruising. I love cruising a ton. But we're going to talk, is it really saving me that much money by doing a cruise over a land vacation, all-inclusive vacation? I think it's a lot closer than what most people would think. Let me welcome everybody in. Hopefully I don't have any more mistakes as far as the muting the microphone. So let's see who came in here. We got Lee Anfield. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming in, Anfield. Life with EQ. Good evening. Welcome in. Scott with the 2 o'clock banter with Bill. Welcome in, Scott. Bill, hello, strong crew. Scott, thank you for coming in and being a member. I appreciate it. And also being a mod, keeping me safe on these YouTube streets. Then next up, we have Shay Adventures. Welcome in, Shay. Another strong crew member. Appreciate you guys. I think it would be more for a cruise, to be honest. Scott, we're going to talk about it. I think, and when I first started cruising back in 1990, don't try to figure out my age, people. I'm old, okay? 1990, cruising was cheap. I mean, you know, you get on a cruise 7 days, you got entertainment, you got food, cheap drinks. I mean, back in the 90s, we had a great time cruising. We didn't know about specialty restaurants. We didn't know about pictures every night. We didn't know about all these tropical excursions and things like that. It was, you paid for your cruise, you got on there, ate till you couldn't eat anymore. You drank $2 beers. It was enjoyable back in the day. $2 beers might be a stretch, but it was very affordable. I didn't drink a lot. They did have casinos, and that was, you know, when I first started really getting into casinos. And I enjoyed myself on those early cruises. Fast forward to today, it seems like everything you do on a cruise ship is at an additional cost. Even the food. Back in the 90s, those specialty restaurants that you get now, you know, back then the main dining room had that kind of food. The steaks in the main dining room were the fillets. Cruising Capers, welcome in. Thank you for coming in on the Instagram side. Thank you so much. It was so different. Everything wasn't a push to get you to buy something. They want you to buy drinks, but nobody was coming around, buy this drink package, buy that drink package. It was much more laid back and much more affordable. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk, as I said, well, I don't know if I was muted or not at the time. As far as I wanted to show you guys, you've heard a lot of people always talking about cruising, gamble $50 in a casino, gamble $60 in a casino. They send you all these offers. I'm going to show you what I gambled to get my cruises. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to show you what I gambled. I don't have that record. I have my win-loss statement, meaning that at the end of the year, if I made money, they send whatever the W-2 form, whatever form that is, they send it to the government. You have to pay taxes on it. So I'm sending you my win-loss statement. You know, I'm gonna cut some of the suspense out. I didn't win anything. So I'm going to cut that out right now. I didn't come out ahead. I didn't, oh, at the end of the year, at the end of 2025, I was ahead in the casino. I was winning. Not that I didn't win sometimes, but I didn't come out a winner. So I'm going to talk about that as far as once we kind of get off this subject. Tonight is travel with PMB, Paul. He's on right after. I didn't drop his link. I meant to put the link up here at the top, but I didn't. Cruising Capers, absolutely much different from when we started cruising in 1999. Cruising Capers, it's this cruising now. Cruising now is I know there's supply and demand. I get that, and everybody wants the newest, greatest ship. Luna's coming out. Who was a celebrity? A new ship is coming out. Everybody wants to get on the new ship. I'm flying over to Barcelona to get on MSC's World Asia. Don't ask me why it's out of Barcelona. I'm flying over to get on that ship. But you know what my problem is with that? I think it's going to be like a direct copy of World America, which means I'm paying top dollar, flying over to Europe to get on a ship that I could get on down here probably for a cheaper price. Why? And these are the questions you're going to have to ask yourself. Why? I know these are kind of different topics. I'm gonna try to blend them in together, people. I'm gonna try to blend them in together. But that's some of the things that I was thinking about when I was coming up with this topic, as far as the cost values. Let me finish. I'm sorry. I was right in a minute saying hello to everybody. Woo! But people, come on, give me some credit. I started talking about a subject before 30 minutes. Give me some credit for this one. Okay. Scott, Shay's in the house. Welcome in, Shay. Thank you for being a member. Scott is dropping all the major links down there. Connect with my shipmate so you know when I'm going and when I'm going to be there. Did I say life with, hold on. Life with EQ, welcome in. If I didn't say it, welcome in. I appreciate you being in here. Cruising Capers, World Atlantica is the same. It is the same. All these ships coming out. Luna, as much as I wanted to kind of go on it, did I really want to spend $1,000, $1,500 to go on a 3-day cruise on Luna? It sounds like a deal. A 3-day cruise for $1,500? Not a deal. I'm done doing that. So you guys can have all the inaugural cruises you want. Me and my fixed income, we've decided we're going to spend that money on something better. So let me get, where is this out? Let me get this out the way. It's got strong crew. Try not to get this to jump. Oh, there we go. Caught up. Chris, cruising out of Chris M. Chris, welcome in. Thank you for being a member also. Everybody saying hello. Paul, welcome in. Paul, I don't have the link up there, but I will get, are you a moderator? If you're not a moderator, Paul, I will get one of the moderators to drop your link. So everybody knows at 6 o'clock, we're going to go over and raid Paul with a strong raid. Cruising Chris M. We are Saturday. I have a cruise Saturday. I'm going on Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas. And that's Saturday. Chris is on a cruise down there. And also Coach Cruz is on a cruise down there. Where I think we're on 3. Well, they may be on, I don't know. They might be on the same ship. No, I think they're on different ships. Anyway, we're all going to meet down in Port Canaveral Saturday morning for breakfast and shoot the breeze. Maybe, you know, have a popper soda before we get on the ship. Who knows? Jaden is in the house. Welcome in, Jaden. I appreciate you coming in. Everybody speaking. Maggie, welcome in, Maggie. Appreciate you being here. Everybody saying hello. Ken goes cruising. Ken, welcome in, Ken. Ken, I'm trying to get over there. I just saw you posted something today. I got to get over and look at it, but I just haven't had a chance yet. Let's see. CNS Travels, welcome in, Sherman. Everybody saying hello. Sherman, I don't know how you guys go on as much as you guys go on. I'm on twice a week, and it kills me. Everybody saying hello. Chris, hello. Lita Shay, welcome in, Lita Shay. Appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes with me. We got On the Go with YOLO. Let's bring YOLO into this as far as cruising or land vacations. I'm telling you, when you start thinking about like doing like, and I know we're all in here, we all love cruising. I got that. I'm here. My channel is a cruising channel. But you look at like Lolo, she was over in London doing, well, she's been over a couple of times, but this last time was a solo trip in London. Did she spend more than what a cruise would cost? Now the flight might have been a little bit more, but you know, most ports you're flying to anyway, so you got airfare. You get over there, and it's a different experience when you stay someplace for 5 days, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. When you stay one location, it's a different experience than cruising. I understand back when I was in the 90s, I was, whoa, the Bahamas, oh, Costa Maya, oh, I was very excited to see these different places. But now that I've been there a few times, you know, we're approaching about 80 cruises, whatever it is. I've been there a few times. Some of you have been there, like you've been on 10 or 15 cruises. You've been to Nassau, how many times? You've been to Costa Maya, Cozumel, Grand Turk, you've been there a few times. Don't you think it might be nice to go someplace else and spend a little bit of time there? And one thing cruisers talk about, and I'm trying to stay on topic here, one thing cruisers talk about is they like when MSC when they do the overnight on an ocean key. How's that cruising? If you're spending a night, that's just your hotel's parked. How's that spending a night? Because it's fun to wake up. You go to bed at night, late at night, party, hang out, get up in the morning, and go back out to the beach. Same location, but a lot of people, I shouldn't say most, a lot of people enjoy that, and I'm one of them. We did an overnight in Cabo. It was different than being on a cruise ship. A cruise will give you a little taste of a country, of a city. It just gives you a taste. But if you stay there 4 or 5 days, you can get tours. You don't have to stay in the complex. Viator, they have tours all over the place. A lot of us book through Viator, even on a cruise. So we're going to get to that. Let me say hello to everybody. Coker Culture, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate it. I just skipped up too far. There we go. Keisha, welcome in, Keisha. There's the heart out for Keisha. Thank you for being in here, Keisha. Thank you for being a mod, and thank you for being a member of the Strong Crew. People, while we're in here, don't forget to hit that like button, please. I appreciate it. And if you're new here and you like what you hear, or you think you might want to just support the channel, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. We also have memberships, not necessary, but those are appreciated too. Scratch and Pete is in the house. Welcome in, Pete. Thank you for being a mod. More to see. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's cruise week for me. I'm happy. I don't know what you could say right now to make me mad, because I know Friday I'm leaving out to go on a cruise. So yeah, I'm happy. It's a good week. Everybody saying hello, hello, hello. I'm trying not to skip any comments. Will G, welcome in, Will G. No sound. Yes. I'm not muted now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just behind. No, muted. Thank you, guys. Wow, I'm that far behind already. Turn on the mic. I did. I eventually clicked. Anyway, I won't tell you what I did. Chris Moss is on the Facebook side saying no sound. Let's get past the no sound part, because I figured it out, people. I figured it out. Once I looked down here in my left-hand corner and saw it was red. And so, yeah, no sound. Everybody saying hello. More to see. Cruz Bolero, welcome in, Cruz Bolero. Appreciate you stopping by. Everybody said hello, Maggie. Cruz and Chris. Hold on. Did I skip somebody? On the go with YOLO. I don't think, if I skipped you, I'm sorry. If you make another comment, I will try to catch you. Uncle Dave is in the house. Welcome in, Uncle Dave. Thank you for being a part of the Strong Crew. Thank you so much, Uncle Dave. Probably one of the longest. Uncle Dave and Embarkation Nation, two of the longest running members of the channel. Everybody saying hello, hello. We got Z in the house. Z is the guy who taught me everything I know about doing live streams. Welcome in, Z. Hope you're feeling well. Hopefully you'll be getting back to your live streams and not on TikTok. We had Maggie's talking about the midnight buffet. The midnight buffet was a real buffet. The people, you guys don't understand what cruising in the 90s was like. It was a real buffet, and then they had the chocolate extravaganza and the ice carving. They went all out for that midnight buffet. It was the kind of thing that you would stay up all night just to go see. Take a nap, you wake up, go down there. More to see in the 90s, yes, was delish and all included. It felt like everything was included. They didn't push pictures. Formal nights are the only nights they came out, they set up to do pictures. Here comes Embarkation in the house. They're not going to be outdone. 31 months as a member. Almost 3 years. My goodness. Thank you guys for being a part of the Strong Crew for 3 years. Travel with Paul says, my sister said that years ago, they weren't all the extras. They weren't. You know, the cruise itself, that was where they made their money. They didn't realize it at the time, you know, how much people wanted it. And as it grew, it got worse and worse till it got to the point that it is today. On the go with YOLO, it's not cheap to get these free cruises. It's not cheap. I have a strategy. YOLO, I'm going to talk about it shortly. Let me just get through the chat. I think we are all winners. Being able to spend this time with you. Chris. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. We were exclusively cruising. But we are looking at more resorts and land vacations. I have not looked seriously about land vacations, but after accounting for everything that I do, as far as my travels, I am going to start looking at, and it's going to kill me because every time I see a cruise, I want to go. Luna, I want to go on Luna. But then I start looking at the price, and it's like, what can I do for that? The Detroit Lions are playing over in Germany in 2026. The amount of money I would spend on Luna, I could finance my trip to see the Lions play in Germany. Now, which one would make more sense? 3-4 days on Luna, seeing the Lions play in Germany. I mean, it depends. I guess it depends on who you are and what you like to do. But the Luna, are they going to offer something special? I mean, what's so eye-opening on Luna that I can't see on another ship? A roller coaster, flow rider, carpet bar. I mean, what more? Bumper cars, a racetrack. What more? I mean, you've seen most of it, if not all of it. I mean, what? Or fly over to Germany, spend a few days over in Germany, and watch my Lions beat whoever they play in Germany. I'm sorry. Let me try to stay. Keisha, I dropped it. Keisha, I gotta find it. I can't on StreamYard. I can't post. Hold on. I don't think I can. I can't pin it, but I will try to get back to that comment. Let me highlight it. Let me see if I can highlight it. If I can highlight this post. There we go. I'm gonna try to come back to it so I can post it, but I have to look at it on YouTube. Also, I asked you guys when you came in, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer cruising? Which I assume most of you probably will because, well, you came into a cruising channel. But I'm gonna try to just see if I can play devil's advocate here. And no, I would never give up cruising. I don't think I would ever give up cruising. Yola D, welcome in, Yola D. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Me and these words is not the best, but welcome in. Coca Culture, welcome in. I don't know if I said it, but thank you for being a member of the channel. I appreciate it. There's Z again. Okay, Z. Do you file your win-loss statements on your taxes, or is it worth it? I mean, it changed a little bit this year. It's worth it if you. Yes, I mean, because I don't come out a winner at the end of the year, so in my losses. But I think they changed it a little bit now, where you can only declare like 90% of your losses. So it's not as good as it was before. As Yolo says, make sure you hit that like button, everybody. I spent a little bit more than what on a cruise would have cost, but I was balling on a budget. And you can. And hey, Foodie, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in, Foodie, and thank you for being a member of the Strong Crew. Yola D says, prices for the new ships too much. They seem to have even more passengers. They do. I mean, but they're billion-dollar ships. They have to pay for it. I understand from their business point of view. I understand. From my pocket point of view, no, I can't justify the cost for some of these cruises. And I don't want to do like they'll do the little teaser cruise. Here's a 3-day cruise or whatever. They say inaugural, but it's not an inaugural. For $1,000, $1,500. Well, I'm solo. Then now I'm $2,000, $3,000, and no, I'm not doing it for a 3-day cruise for a ship that it has a new ship smell, but that's it. Oh, it has bars. Thank you. It has bars, but you never heard this bar before. This is the ship selling bar. You never been there before. What would you serve? Alcohol. Okay. I mean, come on, give me something to excite me. Just splashed water on my glasses. Good job. Apparently, I have a drinking problem. Vicky says, Bermuda has the overnight trip. Overnight trips are fun when you don't have anything to do. I hate to say it, but It's better than going to Cozumel and all on board is at 2 or 3 o'clock. You go to Mr. Sancho's, you drink hard for 2 or 3 hours, but then you got to get back to the ship. Not that I know about that, but think if you could actually sit at Mr. Sancho's until they close, and sit there. You wouldn't rush all your drinks. You'd sit there and have a good time, enjoy the beach. You might get your money's worth. I agree with you, Bill. We love seeing the day and nightlife in Aruba. The nightlife is fantastic. And Bonaire, because we could see how the island transformed. Jenny, welcome in on the Instagram side. Welcome in, Jenny. Appreciate you stopping by just to say hello. There are going to be some changes with MSC World America. Paul's going on this. He's going on this. We're flying over there, not together, but we're flying over there. We're going to be on the ship together. Yes, there are going to be changes. They changed this restaurant to that restaurant. They changed this decor to that decor. But it's going to be, I believe it's going to be the same ship. They just going to throw a can of paint on it and say, hey, we're new, we're different. Change that chandelier out for a different chandelier. What about the cruise is going to be special is what I want. The cruise ship is going to be different. Not changing the name of a restaurant. I don't consider that a change. The crystal ball, whatever the crystal ball is on a Mardi Gras, or that's the name of the drink at the fortune teller, they have it at the same bar by a different name. I'm sorry, I'm paying top dollar for a drink that just changed the name. I don't necessarily like it anymore. Everybody saying hello. LF McKinley, Lagisha, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you being a member also. Thank you so much. Embarkation Nation says 32 in here and only 15 thumbs up. Let's hit those thumbs up. Sometimes you have to refresh it to get the actual number of thumbs up, but I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I don't want to go over too long. Okay. I did start getting into the topic, so don't hold it against me. I'm working on it. Friday, you're out of here. I'm out of here. And that was a great show with Vicky. Vicky, see, a couple of people said that, Vicky. We had a great show with Kiki, Team Reach Travel. But it's fun talking cruising. Cruising Capers came in on the YouTube side. Welcome in. Travel with Josiane, welcome in. If I missed you before, but welcome in. Thank you for being a part of the strong crew. Adventures with Uncle Dave, 28 months. Thank you, Uncle Dave. Appreciate it. Embarkation, it looks like Embarkation was here a couple of months before you, but that's okay. You guys are both right up there. Appreciate both of you guys. A great deal. You're the ones that kept me going. Uncle Dave, you missed my announcement last night on the Nerd Herd. Where were you, Uncle Dave? Everybody wanted to know last night. My mom talks about the midnight buffet all the time. When you go on cruise ships now, Yolo, it's totally different. Everything is a money grab. It's totally different. I mean, I don't know how many times, like on MSC, I sit down at the buffet area, especially like on the embarkation day. How many people come up and ask me, "Do you want the drink package? Do you want the dining package?" I've booked everything I've wanted for this cruise. No thanks. Midnight buffet is missed. Rest in peace, midnight buffet. And then what they put on there now is just terrible. It's terrible. That they should be ashamed. That's Carnival. They should be ashamed. The midnight buffet was just pure. It was pure art. And you took pictures. It was a photo opportunity. You look forward to it. I'm dating myself when I start talking like that, but I see some other people are dating themselves. Antoinette had fun. Thank you for being a member of the strong crew, and thank you so much for stopping by. Good evening, Bill, and everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go with YOLO. Germany for sure. I'm just saying, YOLO. I'm just saying. So I'm, the only thing with me is, and I'm going to show that to you coming up shortly. It looks like I'm almost down to the bottom. You got to figure out a date and time that works. Definitely going to be members only. Oh, I think Zach is talking to Uncle Dave. Mommy Millionaire is in the house. Aiden says, hey, Pop. Hey, Aiden. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Maggie says, Lions going to lose. What's a sad? Yeah. No, Lions are not going to lose. LF McKidd, Lagisha, welcome in. Same here. I want to go on every cruise I see pop up. I do. I just can't afford to go on every cruise. And the reason I cruise so much is because I gamble. And I'm going to show you a part of my gambling that it may seem like, and it all varies between person to person of, how much is too much to gamble. And I gamble. What I gamble is like enough to keep me in free cruises, not balcony suites, not drinks all over the ships, but I do it to get free drinks in the casino, so I don't have to get the drink package is the main thing. And when I show you my win-loss statement, and I'll tell you the method to my madness, and then you'll be like, huh. And then you're going to contact me later on offline and be like, Bill, can you explain to me how you did that? Because I've gone, I had like 15, 20 days maybe on Royal. I've gone in the last year, and I'm to the point now where I'll be diamond. How did I always bring that up? Then I'm always diamond. Anyway, but it's because of gambling. And when you figure out the benefit of me gambling versus how much I lost, you're going to be like, you know what? That's probably not a bad trade-off. I'm not cruising on the Star. I'm not cruising on the Luna, but I'm out here cruising. And when you see it, you'll see like, Bill, can you explain that to me one more time, how you did that? I'm not living on a cruise ship because, well, I'm just not. But you'll be like, okay, I'll trade that loss for X amount of cruises with the drink package. And when I say drink package, you'll see where I drink free on a cruise ship, and it got me to diamond. So now the gambling got me to diamond. I get 4 free drinks after my next cruise. I get 4 free drinks a cruise. I get a free day of Wi-Fi. Yeah, you'll look at that amount and say, Bill, that wasn't a terrible trade-off. When people say they pay for the cruises, you're going to say, Bill, you probably made out on this one. Probably. Go see the Lions. Yes. Everybody said hello. Mommy Millionaire. She has a new video out. She's on the VSG. It's the weight loss surgery, and she's talking about her entire journey of being on that. I think it's VSG is what it's called, and I let her explain because I would butcher it. I think it's like a sleeve on the stomach one, and she's chronicling her whole journey. And I'm proud of her. And man, I wish I had her personality because she's good. I will try to drop her link. Mommy Millionaire. She has the kids. It's dinner time. They're probably over there fussing at her and stuff. But if she didn't drop it, I'll make sure I drop the link in here if that's something you want to follow. I know a lot of people are on those shots, GLP shots or whatever. So this is kind of on that line if that's what you follow. I prefer all inclusive, but the flights are so expensive lately. Flights everywhere are expensive. You got to fly anywhere. So if you got to fly to Miami, add $100, add $150 to it, and fly down to Cancun. You got to fly. That's my whole point. That used to be one of the things where you don't have to fly. Yes, you do. For some of us up north, whatever, we have to fly. So yes, you have to pay for your your flights. Europe, I mean, I haven't looked at prices since the whatever's going on overseas, so I don't know if they've gone up that much. But you had to fly, and Europe wasn't. Now you weren't going to get first class, but Europe you could get over there for $600, $700, $800. That means you're not Delta, not Comfort Plus. You're not that. But you'd get over there. But for that, it depends where you're coming from. For East Coast, 8-hour flight. Now you're in Paris. Now you're in Germany. Now you're in Rome. Now you're in Madrid. Now you're in. I mean, so you spent $400 or $500 here, $800 here, but you're not in Miami. You're in Europe. Globies, welcome in. Gloria, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. And I might skip a few comments here because Coco Culture said to be back in a few minutes. Lisa J, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being a member of the Strong Crew. Welcome in. We're talking about your subject here. We're talking about saving money. What's a way to save money? Well, spend money, but get the best purchase you can get. Will, welcome in, Will. Together we travel. Thank you for coming in. Lee says 26 thumbs up, but you know what? I'm seeing 33 people in here. Let's get a couple more thumbs up, if you don't mind. Also, I need two. Okay, I'm at 3,108 subscribers when I started the live. I need 2 more to get to 3,110. I like the round number of 10. So if I have 2 people in here who are not subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel. Everybody said hello, Jaden. 21 Universe, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. Satin Jazz Lady, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Satin Jazz Lady, going to Greece. Think outside the box, people. It's not as expensive doing these other things as you think it is. Midnight buffets. Carnival's midnight buffet is, well, it's not a buffet. It's a, I don't know, a snack or something. The Cam Fam, welcome in, Cam Fam. Appreciate you coming in here. Boop. Am I down at the bottom? Not quite. Uncle Dave, Foodie. Great stream. Lee, thank you so much. Great stream, Bill. Have a great day. He's across the pond. Lee, I'm trying to get him over there to you. I'm trying to get him over to your side of the world. He's across the pond, but Lee, I know it's getting late. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it so much. Everybody saying hello. Flying to Punta Cana, not cheap. Well, get away from the real touristy places or where a lot of people fly to. But no, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. But let me get this straight. You won't pay that extra money to fly over there, but you'll pay $100 a day for a drink package. And when you get there at the all-inclusive, the drinks are included, all included. Not you'd have to buy the drink package. But we're if I get a chance, I'm trying to. When are we getting cruises out of Cleveland? That's what I want to know. Someplace they do have Great Lake cruises, but they're very expensive. They're very expensive. A couple of them have stopped in Detroit. Who would stop in Detroit on a cruise? Right? Am I right? No, but they stop here. But yeah. Linda M, welcome in, Linda M. Thank you for being a part of the Strong Crew. I appreciate it. Oh, Foodie says only pay $54 to fly to Orlando. Nah, if you get a sweet deal like that, I can't say anything because that's a sweet deal right there, $54. Last time I checked, the budget flight was cheaper to fly to Barcelona and cheaper to fly to LA. They do have cheaper lines where you can get over there rather cheaply. Not cheaper than $54, Bruce, welcome in. Appreciate you. Bruce is driving and listening. Ocean to ocean. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Everybody saying hi to Bruce coming in. Go subscribe under that second, third, fourth, fifth account that you have. I want more, but all I want is two. I just 3,110. I just such a nice number. Antoinette saying hi to Z. Everybody saying hi. I think I might have made it to the bottom. Oh, there we go. I made it to the bottom. Thank goodness. Okay. Should I? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna make it quick. Which is real smart. Put a topic up for this and then go do something else real quick. But the price, when I start talking about is it cheaper to cruise or to fly to an all-inclusive? I'm not talking casino deals. Right now, I'm going to explain to you about my casino deals. In the last 2025, I did, I think, 3 cruises on Royal. I did 15 days. 15 days on Royal. Okay? This is where the math is going to come in. The math is going to start mathing in a couple of seconds. So I did 15 days, but I had a plan with Royal. I wanted to become Diamond because once I became Diamond, I would have 4 drinks a day. And if I'm staying in the casino, I drink for free in the casino, so I don't need a drink package. So that right there, per cruise probably, saved me $500 or $600 because sometimes you get the drink package on sale early. So that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I did. So 15 days. Okay, remember I did 15 days on Royal. Let me see. Let's add this to the stage. Can I make this full screen? I'm trying to see if I can make this full screen. Oh, right here, probably. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Right there. Trust me, it's my statement. Okay, 2025. Hopefully you can see that. I lost, the parentheses means I lost $2,241.12. Okay. Not the worst loss, but here, let me take that down because I just wanted to show it to you. See, most people, when they talk about gambling and free cruises and stuff like that, they won't show you the win-loss. They won't show you how much they paid to get those balcony rooms. They won't show you how much all the free excursions, all the onboard credit. They won't show you that. I'm showing you for Royal what I got. This is what I lost for the year 2025 for 3 cruises. Okay, 15 days. Let me see if I can remove this. Okay. Did I remove it? Am I up there? To Sage. Why is it? Why am? How did I? Hold on. See, this is what happens. You shouldn't mess with stuff. Why am I? I'm trying to figure out. There we go. Okay, I'm back. 15 days. When you do the math on that and I tell you, I get free cruises. I get offers all the time. Sometimes I won. Vicky actually helped me so much on this particular cruise. I went on a cruise. No, Vicky, that was 2026. So you didn't help me in 2025. Sorry. You'll get credit next year when I do this. But I lost $2,200. When you divide that by 15, it comes out to a little under $150 a day. Hold on. Did somebody come in? It looks Liam. Hey, Liam, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in, Liam. Thank you so much. So I pretty much lost $150 a day gambling for 15 days. $150, 2,200 and some change. I lost $150 a day. But here's the sweet part of that. I gained 3 cruises this year because of that. I have 3 cruises now that I'm on because of those offers that I got from that. Also, on one of those free cruises, Vicky told me about a slot machine to play. And I won money, $600 here, $400 there, and played it all back in. So what I lost isn't how much I gambled. That's when I'm down. But with Vicky's help, I got Prime. Prime is you drink free in the casino for the rest of the year. So it starts in March. So from every Royal cruise you see me on, from here on out, including this next cruise, I drink free in the casino. How much is a drink package worth to you? You know, to me, it's worth a lot. And I get more cruises. I booked 3 more cruises so far. I still have offers right now. So $150 a day sounds like a lot, but if I can get 3 cruises out of it, because I don't have to gamble on every cruise. Those are already booked. The cruises I have booked right now, they're already booked. They're already booked. So I have them whether I gamble or I don't gamble. But I do like the free drinks, and I do like the cruise offers. Here's the rub. These cruising now is becoming so expensive that I'm happy with. If you ever been on Navigator of the Seas or Quantum of the Seas, I'm going on Explorer, which I believe is in the same class as Navigator. They're older ships, but very nice, with the atriums, with the dining and all that. I'm happy. I think I'm on the plus side more than I am on the minus side of the gambling bug. All because I don't know. I don't have to buy a drink package unless I want to. Unless I just if I'm going to be on a cruise ship and I'm not going to be being diamond now because I'm going to become diamond after this next cruise, I get 4 free drinks a day. But sometimes you're someplace you don't want to stop in the casino first. You know, you meet some friends or whatever, and hey, let me get a drink. You pay for it. And that's the way that it is with Carnival. Same thing. I don't gamble to get suites. I don't get balcony offers. I get interior rooms, but I drink free in the casino. Carnival, I get a couple $100 onboard credit, and it's pretty much the same as this. That's how I gamble. That's how I cruise for very little money. You know, very little money. I mean, if I added up the drink package, and one of the things as far as people always this is where the day and age now it's a different day and age than what it was before. When you cruise now, hey, Fats and Tree, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. When you cruise now, people, I got to get the Wi-Fi package. Well, how much is that Wi-Fi package now? When you go to the all-inclusive, they include Wi-Fi most of the time. Let me hide this comment. They include Wi-Fi most of the time, and if they don't, most of these countries, your phone works in there like you are in the States. So you don't have to pay for Wi-Fi. The only time I use Wi-Fi when I'm on a cruise ship is when I'm on a cruise ship, because when I get off the cruise ship, in whatever port I'm at, I go off of that and get on the whatever local it is. So now I'm paying all this money, the $29 a day, the $30 a day for Wi-Fi, which is going to be included in your all-inclusive. So let's say a cruise, a 4 or 5 day cruise, whatever, $400 to $600 a person. Well, all-inclusive for $600 or $700 a person, around that. Includes the Wi-Fi, includes all your drinks. You haven't bought the drink package. Now, on a cruise ship, now you got to get the drink package. Not me anymore, because I just told you my casino finding here. But most people will have to buy the drink package. 15 drinks. $600-700. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna do it. But I see how it would be nice, like Tanya, Event Yours is talking about doing an all-inclusive group gathering. I don't know what you call it, group meetup or whatever. I'm actually interested to see what the cost is. The only reason I still cruise as much as I do is because of the casino deals that I get. And if I gamble, I can also go to urcompt, the letter U, the letter R, compt.com, and they'll offer me cruises on, because I can go on Celebrity and things like that. They expect me to gamble, and I don't gamble enough for most people to get the free cruises from urcompt all the time. Well, hold on, I'm missing some comments here. Liam, is it just drinks in the casino, or can you get drinks all over the ship? I don't gamble. I don't gamble enough to get. If you gamble enough, you can get them all over the ship. But I don't gamble enough, Liam. So yeah, it's an inconvenience. I have to plan ahead. If I'm going to a show, if I'm going, hey, Liam, let's meet up on the Lido deck. Okay, I'll be right up. I gotta stop at the casino first. I'll stop at the casino and get me a couple of drinks, and I'll meet you up there. Or you pay the $16, $17, $18 a drink. I choose to do the cheap way. But it all depends. Like, if I'm going on a group cruise, and let's say a midnight group cruise, and everybody has a drink package, and I know I'm going to be drinking every place else, or Royal Caribbean, if you're going to their private island, and everybody's going to be drinking, yeah, sometimes I would pay the price and get the drink package. But I'm talking, you don't have to. And what I'm saying to you as far as the all-inclusives is that it's included. So yes, you pay more, and we got to factor in the hotel fare. Okay, let's factor in the hotel fare. It's more expensive to fly to Cancun or Punta Cana than it is to fly to Florida. But guess what? You flew a day into Florida, and that $225, $30 that you spent on the hotel fare, you could have used on airfare. Because once you fly into Punta Cana, your hotel is there waiting on you. No, it's not. No, it's none of that. Oh, well, I got to get up and go take the Uber over to the port. No, unless you're flying in the day of, which you're probably not. So all those added expenses, the Wi-Fi, the drinks, most of the resorts have free pickup. We'll pick you up from the airport. No Ubers, unless you do like a Viator type tour or something. But I think the cost difference between cruising on land and cruising on land, all inclusives and cruising has closed dramatically. The thing with cruising used to be top-notch food. They don't have that anymore. I'm sorry, they have it at an additional cost. So I think it's real close. And I know I'm going. It's about closing time, people. So I want to see if I had some notes over here. But I think for people that are going like mid-range ships and mid-range all-inclusives, I think it's a toss-up. And I'm telling you, staying overnight in some of these ports will give you a different, you'll see a different part of Cozumel if you do that. I think Cruise Nuts does a lot of land stays there. It'll give you a lot of different perspectives of that area. As much as I've cruised overseas, it's nothing like staying overnight, staying a couple of nights in an area where you find something that you want to do. I've spent, one of my problems is when I go do cruising over there, I only go for a couple of days. So first day to get acclimated to the time difference. Second day I try to do everything, but I'm limited as far as how much time I can spend there. Now I could book some more hotels, book a hotel for another night and stay a little bit longer. Hotels cost money, and all that if you're doing inclusive. And inclusive, as I said, they also have excursions. So you could go see, just not different countries, but you get to see more of the things in whatever country you're flying to. the Jamaica, the Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, the Cancun and Mexico and all that. I think it's becoming a wash as far as the cost. So I can't no longer say that cruising is a better value, you know. And even like with the entertainment, matter of fact, one of the cruise ships just came out with something that they're going to charge you for. They're going to charge you to get into a show. You get a couple of drinks with that, maybe 2 or 3 drinks with that. So let's say they charge you $10 or $15 to get into the show. I think a smaller venue, $10 to $15. You get 3 drinks. Sounds like a good deal. 3 drinks for $15, I'm in. Where do you think that leads you to? 2 years from now, where do you think that goes as far as paying for the entertainment? Do you think it's going to get better, or you think it's going to get worse? Oh, people will pay for entertainment? Well, let's make, no, I'm not going to swear, I swear. That's not good. The worst excursion I ever did, I don't want to call it excursion, it was dinner. The Utopia train ride, dinner, that train ride was the worst value for money that I've ever spent on a cruise. It was the worst. The food was subpar. I mean, did I have chicken nuggets and chicken nuggets and some kind of roast? It was, I think beef ribs or slow cooked beef ribs, something like that. That's what I had. The entertainment, I mean, if I was 12 years old, the entertainment would have been fun. They were robbing the train. I don't want to give away too much, but they're robbing the train. You're on the train. And outside, if you ever played Red Redemption or something, the outside, like the cactus and all the trees you're going by, looked like a video game. It was 2 of us. It was $300 plus tip. It was the worst value that I've ever seen on a cruise ship. I would never recommend that show unless it came down half the price. Never, ever, ever. People said they like it. I mean, more power to them. But for the price that I paid, and when I say it wasn't that the show was so bad, it was the price that I paid for that show. I could have done Broadway for whatever I paid for that. I could have did a show on Broadway. Anywho. That's a rant for another day. People, hey. Terrence Osby. Hey, Terry, welcome in. Unmute your speaker. He's coming through loud. Oh, thank you, Terry. If you're watching, I was muted. If you're watching from the very beginning of the video, I was muted for the first, I don't know, minute and a half. But we are going to get ready to go. Keisha, can you drop Paul's link one more time for me? Because I'm going to get ready to get it. I don't want to stay over here too long. Paul, we are going to do a raid over to Travel with Paul in a couple of seconds. Once I get that up here. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll talk about this. Maybe next Monday. I'll be on a cruise, but I'm gonna have the Wi-Fi, the overpriced anyway. I'm gonna have the Wi-Fi, so maybe I will continue the conversation as far as the things that are overpriced now, and is it worth it? Liam, I gamble enough to get them all over the ship. See, well, Liam, see, if you're a gambler, Liam, I used to gamble. I used to go to Vegas. They have casinos here in Detroit. I don't gamble on land anymore because I like, if I'm going to gamble, I want a free cruise, So I don't gamble enough. In Vegas, I would gamble enough to get like free rooms and things like that. But I'd rather have my room on a cruise ship. So yeah, I mean, a couple of times I might have went overboard gambling and got, a balcony with drinks all over the ship, but not as much. It depends on your level at the casino. Yep, it does. I mean, there's a couple people that in our group are at the highest level. Echo. I mean, you got what is it, Premier or whatever? I'm not at those levels. I'm not at those levels. I don't encourage gambling for cruises. I don't either. I don't either. That's why when people say, "Oh, you can get cruises, just gamble $50 a day and you can get a free cruise," and no, Dude, you have to gamble, and you 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 have you just have to gamble smartly and be satisfied. Well, unless if that's your hobby, it's fine. It's not really my hobby. I mean, I don't really make that my hobby. And let me hide this. I don't want to make that my hobby. Um, but I do love. I I like going to the casino. I like playing. Uh, if they're gonna give me a cruise or two or three out of it, I'll do it. You know, I got a deal on the Unhinged group cruise. I got a casino deal. Uh, I'll take it. I didn't get a balcony. It's an interior room, but I'll take it. So, with that being said, um, let me see real quick. I'm trying to find Paul's. I can't change. I can't do that one. Hold on. I'm gonna try to find Paul's channel so we can go there and just right over there, spend a little bit of time with him. Say hi. Tell him I sent you. Tell him you're doing a strong raid. I'd appreciate it. He'd appreciate it. Copy. I'm gonna drop the link right here. I'm not gonna put it when you see the link. Know that it's Paul's. So stop over there. Say hi. Strong raid. He's talking about travel internationally or not. What are your options if you don't do it? So go see what he's talking about. Usually he has a good show over there. Oh, thank you, Keisha. I got to get back over. Let me see. Where's my chat at? I don't see the chat. Anywho, I can't put it up there because I don't see the chat. But thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Strong Crew. Thank you, moderators. I appreciate you keeping me safe. Terry, appreciate it. I've been meaning to call you, Terry, and talk to you. Scott, don't worry about it. You get a haircut. That's okay, Scott. You're fine. Scott is. We're going to be doing the show Thursday. I had to think about it. Thursday. I'm not Thursday. Wednesday. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Scott and I are going to do Cruise Talk Live. Tune in for more Cruise Talk. Maybe we can talk about the advantages and disadvantages of cruising, since I didn't get over do well as far as sticking to topic, and I was combining too many topics. I got to get better. I need my managers to step up, keep me focused. Foodie said on all inclusive, I believe it was the gratuities were included. It is. When I was on Utopia, Liam says, when I was on Utopia of the Seas, they were discounted about 40%. I'm saying that if they took off 20% off that, I would have done it. I mean, if we're talking about that dinner, yes, I'm not upset that I did it. I would never do it again. Just not for that price. I would never do it again, if that's what you're talking about. But Foodie, I think was saying something about. I think I saw it and I passed it, and of course I didn't highlight it. But as far as the tips, the gratuities are included. I mean, all inclusives. If you can find one, I always thought all inclusives were more designed for couples and families, not solos. So I mean, I'm gonna have to rethink that. But if somebody, Tanya and them are doing a group tour there, a group whatever at the all inclusive, maybe I'll try that one just to see what it's like. But good people, it's coming to that time. We are getting ready to get out of here to go say hi to Paul. Do a Strong Crew raid. # Strong Crew. And I will see you Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and Thursday at 6 p.m. a new time. I'm Vicky. I used to do my premieres at 5 p.m. on Thursdays, but Vicky comes on at 5 p.m. on Thursdays now. I believe every Thursday. I believe she does a 5 p.m. a later show. So I'm moving my premiere. My premiere time, my new premiere time, I will post it, is 6 p.m. Thursday. So make sure you come check us out. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you want to join the Strong Crew, Welcome aboard. With that, we are going to say, people, let me hide this. People, I'm going to say this and from the bottom of my heart. Make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. We're out of here. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.